President Trump wants to build a wall on the border with Mexico. You might have heard about it. But in the recent budget, there wasn't any actual money for it. There was some for border security, a lot, but not for the wall itself. Now, that hasn't stopped the White House in 2 press conferences in as many days from showing up with props in the briefing room to try and argue otherwise. Press Secretary Sean Spicer today showed photos of border fencing under construction and pointed to a specific chain link fence that he said is being replaced by a steel wall. Both of them, he said, are examples of how the president is keeping his pledge about the wall. Just yesterday, the budget director, Mick Mulvaney, also talked about securing the border and used some of the same photos. Take a look.
When you heard in the last 48 hours about the deal, did you think we could build this? I bet you didn't. Nobody did, okay? Is it a replacement for existing wall? Yeah, that's fine. Is it new wall? No. This is what's out there right now, okay? And this is what's going to be put in as a result of this bill, okay? That is better border security. You can call it new wall, you can call it replacement, you can call it maintenance, call it whatever you want to. The president's priority was to secure the southern border, and that's what this does. We are building this now. There is money in this deal to build several hundreds of millions of dollars of this, to replace this. That's what we got in this deal, and that's what the Democrats don't want you to know. This stuff is going up now. Why? Because the president wants to make the country more safe.
Well, keeping them honest, that is not the full story, not even close. We sent our Gary Tuchman to the border to where those photos were taken of the wall under construction. Here's what he discovered.
After Budget Director Mick Mulvaney pointed to the photographs of border wall construction, he was asked where it was.
Oh, I don't know where it's being built.
But we do. We quickly matched up photographs and discovered the location is Sunland Park, New Mexico, which borders a small town near Juarez, Mexico. So we came here, and indeed, workers are building a new, improved, and more secured steel wall.
Construction workers here tell us this is the exact portion of fence where the picture was taken. The opening in the fence in the photo is now closed with that gate. Interestingly, the picture was taken from the other side of the fence, on the Mexican side. The mountains that you see in the background are the mountains here in New Mexico.
The budget director declared, quote, "This stuff is going up now because the president wants to make this country safe." But keeping them honest, this stuff has nothing to do with President Trump. Daphne Griffin works at a restaurant right near the border.
This particular wall came from the Bush administration.
Is that common knowledge in this area?
Yeah, absolutely.
President George W. Bush signed the Secure Fence Act of 2006 in October of that year. Since then, he and President Barack Obama approved new construction and improvement construction to border walls and fences from Texas to California. So it's those 2 presidents responsible for improvements done to this wall in Sunland Park. This project began in the summer of 2016, months before Donald Trump was elected.
So it's nothing unusual?
No, it's not unusual to see the wall being fixed.
In addition to the frequent trains chugging along the border, one of the first things we noticed here was this skimpy chain link fence separating the countries, which a child on the Mexican side was climbing. A fence the budget director actually pointed out.
This doesn't stop drugs and doesn't stop criminals from crossing the border. In fact, it doesn't stop hardly anything from crossing the border.
Press Secretary Sean Spicer also noted it.
And if you look at that one in particular, you've got a chain link fence is what is currently at our southern border. That is literally down there now. We are able to go in there and instead of having a chain link fence, replace it with that bollard wall.
Well, keeping them honest again, the chain link fence has never been a border fence. Workers and law enforcement on the scene who say they can't go on camera tell us it's just part of the construction site, put up by the construction workers for safety.
To be clear, border wall and border fencing is often getting repaired and replaced. But if President Trump wants to build a new wall in a place that hasn't had one, he doesn't have the authorization or money to do that. At least yet.
What Mr. Trump does have is the right to improve and repair current walls and fences. The same exact thing presidents before him have had.
And Gary joins us now. So, Gary, I just want to go back to one thing in your piece. That chain link fence that the White House keeps saying they are replacing, that is not actually a border barrier. That is part of the construction site put up by construction workers.
Right, it's just a temporary fence. Before the temporary fence was there was a fairly tall steel wall, I understand, but it got old. There were some repairs that had to be done to it. People got through it, people got over it, and that's why this project to improve the wall started this past summer. This is between 18 and 20 feet tall, To get over it, you need either a gargantuan ladder or you need to shimmy up a pole about 16 feet, and then you get to the top where there's a 4-foot hunk of metal, and then you have to get over that. So there's a couple more months to work on in this project. One thing I noticed, Anderson, which is very interesting when the White House points out this chain link fence, if they want to prove the point, it's actually very easy to do so. Much of the border, there's no fence. Much of the border, there's knee-high barbed wire fence. They didn't have to point out the chain link fence. I believe it's an honest mistake, but either way, it's a mistake.